Hey everybody, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I think this will be the last review we do for the day. I've kind of been rapid firing these videos at you, but we will be reviewing the Science Tarot. It's every nerdy, empirical evidence-y / super lovey on tarot weirdness a kid's dream. I mean, I love science and I love tarot. But apparently this deck has proven that I don't know as much about science as I like to portend. Yeah, it was a cute little deck. It was kind of expensive. I got it on Amazon. It's a collaborative deck, as one of the cards that comes with it explains. So here's the back of one of the cards. It's a cute little double-ended microscope, which I think is absolutely adorable. But as you can see, here are the deck's creators, a whole bunch of different artists and what have you, and it's just fantastic. One of them's a PhD. I'd be interested to see what she's got her PhD in. I actually just got this deck yesterday, and I just opened it this morning. So as you can see, it came in nothing. Ooh, dropped it. It came in nothing but this teeny little box. So it's not a tuck box, which is nice. It is a like a box, so it's a little sturdier than a tuck box, which is nice. It'll hold up a little bit better. It's got on the back a description of what the Science Tarot is, so you can kind of like see what's going on there. It's got their little microscopy thing on there and a website to go to if you want. It came with so the card that describes who created it, and then it also came with a title card, which I think was kind of redundant. I mean, I would think the descriptor card kind of acts as the title card, which is fine. And then it also came with a little white book. The thing I like about this little white book is it's actually a little book. It's certainly not as substantial as some other guides that come with tarot kits, but this wasn't a kit, it was just a deck, and the book is fantastic. They pack a lot of information into this little tiny guide, but I haven't really worked with it yet. I haven't really read the book yet. I've kind of perused it, but nothing really substantial. And it comes with, oh my god, can we even right now? It comes with a periodic table spread, which is super, I mean, I love that. I love that. Like little nods to science, and I love the irony of doing a tarot spread with a scientific deck. Because I just love me some irony. It also has a benzene ring spread, which is kind of awesome. It's got a chemical reaction spread, which is also very cute. So yeah, it comes with a few different spreads. Tells you how to use it, and that's my phone. It's actually, that's the other half being like, where are you? And I have to be like, I'm actually having fun at work. So yeah, that's kind of fun. So the deck itself, as you can see, is pretty substantial. It's a glossy cardstock. So it's all nice and slippy. I will say the nice thing about it is they weren't stuck together. There was cellophane packaging on the outside of the box, and then there was cellophane packaging on the deck itself. So when you're opening, just be very careful to not cut your deck if you're prone to using like a razor or scissors or something. Because again, paper products and knives do not splice. Oh, look at that. Splice is a science word. So the first thing you'll notice when you open it is they've got it divided out into the different suits and the major arcana, and each one has its own different colored background. So the major arcana is green, and then you've got magnifying glasses, which are supposed to be pentacles. Those are yellow. And then you've got the Bunsen burners, which are supposed to be wands. Those are in red. And then you've also got the you've got the beakers, which are supposed to be cups, and those are in blue. And then you've got the scalpels, which are supposed to be knives. Those are in a brownish color. It's like a dark chocolate. So yeah, and all of these are done by different artists. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is the Hadron Collider. There's just something about that, you just kind of get lost in it, like the Eight of Swords. It's just kind of cool. I have yet to really work with the deck and go through card by card to really see if they hold true to the traditional meanings of tarot cards, like whether or not it's based on a Rider-Waite. But the other thing that's kind of cool about it, you'll notice, is each card has a different scientific concept on the bottom. So like you've got integration, you've got alliance, you've got symbiosis, you've got a few different other things going on there, which, you know, each card has it. Dormancy. Look at that little eel just hanging out there, just waiting for the rains to happen. So that could be helpful intuitively. It's a nice word to kind of trigger what the card is about. So it could serve as an oracle deck as well. It's full on tarot, but it could also serve as an oracle deck. Oh, I love this one. This is the 9 of Bunsen burners, aka wands, and it's space. And I don't know if you can see it, but like way in the, oh, that's really terrible for focusing. But way in the corner, right here, is a little constellation. It's really pretty. Yeah, and each card was done by a different, each suit was done by a different artist. So you can definitely see it, especially when you get to the cards, the court cards. There we go. Sorry, brain. It's 3 videos in. I'm starting to get a little tired. You can definitely see the difference in the artwork in the court cards. And the court cards are not, I mean, they're court, but you have to relearn this too, because it's not necessarily page, knight, queen, king. It is explorer, innovator, storyteller, and visionary. So you have to learn that again, which is kind of like, why? And it's also full of people that I don't necessarily know. Like, I know who Marie Curie is. We all know who Marie Curie is. She died for her science. It's fantastic. But I don't know who this guy is. I have no idea. Otto Lowy. I mean, I'm sure I've heard the name flying around here or there, but I cannot recall off the top of my head. So this deck is going to require some heavy-duty research, which I don't know how I feel about it. It's going to require some study, which is what it is. But it is a really cute deck. I really love the approach that they took to it, and it doesn't really feel that out of... Oh, here's Schrodinger's cat. Everybody loves Schrodinger's cat. Is he dead? Is he not? We don't know. It's the Wheel of Fortune, though, so fate, I don't know. I wouldn't say that Schrodinger's cat is really a good fit for the Wheel of Fortune, like fate and destiny, but Schrodinger's cat is very much, it is both things until you know it is one thing. So I don't know, I guess. The Tower, the Atom Bomb, that's a great card for that. I really enjoy that. And then the Grand Unified Theory, the world, I mean, the whole thing, the whole shebang, ties it all together. It's elusive. Who even knows? Like, it's very much the completion of a journey. I totally get that. Oh, poor the student. He's the fool. But look at him. He's like beginning his journey on books, and he's about to walk off a cliff because he's got his nose stuck in a book. That's very cute. So yeah, this is a great deck. And I don't know. So we'll do a shuffle. I won't be reading reversals with this deck. I don't think that you need to read the cards upside down in it. I think that there's enough, like, science is the thing that I like about science is it is what it is, and sometimes it's not so nice, and sometimes it is. So this is a deck that I feel like has a lot of really good, it could go both ways. There's obstacles. Look at Return to the Sea. That's adorable. Although I don't know that I would have done that. I would have done, like, something spawning or something going back to the sea. But look at the whalies. I love whales. very much a nautical person. I live by the sea, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, we're going to give this a quick shuffle, and then we're going to pull a random card, and then I am going to use the little white book to look up the meaning, because, yeah, might as well, right? So, gonna, easily shuffled, nice. This is the first time I've shuffled this deck, actually. Oh, so we are shuffling this deck. Sorry about that, a customer just came in. So anywho, yeah, resuming. We shuffled the deck, first time I've shuffled it, so this will be interesting. I'm just gonna do rifle and then hand over hand or overhand shuffle, or I don't even know if I'm using the right terms for shuffling. It's just how I've shuffled. And then I don't know, I mean, I just bridged them, but I don't know that that's the right way to go about it. One thing I will say right off the bat about mixing these cards up, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but the colors, you can see the colors on the edge. These are going to have to be, I mean, this might be one of those decks where I have to edge it. I've heard of that being done. Not like I wouldn't cut the borders off or anything, but I might take a green marker or something to the sides of these, because I can very much see what's going on there. And you don't necessarily want that when you're reading tarot. I mean, you know, cheaters never quit, or whatever the saying is. So yeah, it's okay. We'll do one more shuffle, and then I'll pull the card, like I said I was going to. But yeah, I don't like that I can see the edges. That just, I feel like that would influence the reading somehow. Especially if you've got, like, you know, like you want to get a good feel for a card, but if you, like, oh, I want to hear about money, let me make sure I pull a yellow one, because that's, you know, it's the magnifying glasses are supposed to be pentacles. Like I can see right here, actually I can see right here I didn't really shuffle the pentacles all that well. New deck, what do you want from me? Alright, we'll do one more shuffle and bridge. And then I will pull the card. I'm sure you guys are super fascinated by watching me shuffle cards. Okay, so there we go. And we'll cut the deck. And then what did I get? I got Aurora. That's really cool. Okay, so it's a very pretty card. The Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. Super fun to see. We should all pretty much be familiar with it. It's got some spiritual connotations as well as scientific ones, you know, gases in the atmosphere and whatnot. Okay, so we're going to go to the magnifying glasses, and this is number 9, and I'm just going to read to you what it says. So the Aurora Borealis. Bright, mysterious lights wash across the night sky in one of nature's most beautiful displays, the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. A stream of energized particles from the upper atmosphere of the sun accelerate along the lines of the Earth's magnetic field. Awesome, we're getting what causes it. Energizing the nitrogen and oxygen atoms floating there. The colorful glow comes from electrons shed by these excited atoms in our Earth's upper atmosphere. Invisible stream of particles that pass continuously between the sun and Earth streak the night sky with spectacular radiant color. It's a brilliant yet fleeting display of beauty, and transformation on a grand scale. Personal success is finally achieved. The old cast off in favor of the new. Oh, okay. I'm not sure that I like that you get a bunch of, well, I like that you get a bunch of the science. I hate that the interpretation or possible interpretation of the card at the end is literally a sentence long. It also says in the hero's journey, it is step number 9, death of the old self, creation of the new self, and from sacrifices have come great rewards. So, yeah, I don't know that I'm feeling this one as a good draw for me. I just, you know, I guess that, I don't know, you could potentially interpret it as hang in there, kitten. You know, the more work that you do, the more it'll pay off, and, you know, changes will come in your way. But, you know, I guess, I don't know. But again, this is the first time that I've even used this deck or pulled from it. So we're gonna continue to work with it. I'll do a few spreads and what have you. There are a couple of tarot deck interview spreads which I've seen online. I'll probably wind up doing one of those. But worst case scenario, I'm gonna go through this entire deck and I'm gonna learn exactly this much science. I mean, what's, education. Yay, I like bite-sized education. You can go through this once a day and you could use it as a science once a day calendar kind of a thing. I mean, there's a bunch to learn here. It's a huge deck, a different thing for a different concept for every card, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, it's a great deck. I don't know that it's worth what I paid for it though, honestly. I think I paid $29. But oh my goodness, I forgot a suit when I shuffled. Oh no. Okay. No wonder it felt so thin. So I'm going to learn. So scratch that. I'm going to learn this much science. Look at all that extra science. That is exactly 14 extra science things to learn. So, yeah, I guess. Wow. Okay. Well, it's just, it happens. It's live TV, folks. So yeah, I don't know. It's a good deck. It's a cute deck. But again, one of those that will require study. So I'll work with it a little bit, but I'll probably do a major study of it when I actually have the time. So again, that was the Science Tarot deck, and it's adorable. I got mine on Amazon. I will put the link below for the actual creators of the deck in the description box. And thank you so much for watching this review.